This video tutorial will show you how to create your IT service catalog using ServiceDesk Plus. A service catalog showcases all the IT services offered to end users. Along with providing better visibility of the available services, it also sets the right expectation on the delivery time of the service. A service catalog displays the right services to the users. Define workflow process to streamline service delivery. Provides the right agreed upon time based on the service requested. Click Admin tab to find Service Catalog. The services are organized by grouping them under specific service categories like data management, email service, hardware, and so on. Let's add a service request that will list all the services required for a new employee joining your organization. First, let's group this service under IT service category, say User Management. Next, you can define the service under this category. The template is customizable, and you can add a field onto the form or drag an existing field. Since we are dealing with services required for a new employee, you may want to provide the employee with a laptop and some basic software. While adding resources, you can either select a question from the existing list, or you can pose your own questions. Mostly, this service request caters to the HR department, and you may want to restrict other users from accessing it. For that, you can create different user groups from the admin module. You can filter users based on department, site, email ID, and so on. In the service request form, you can select the user groups to whom you want to show the service request. If the service request requires approval, you can add single or multiple approvers, and single or multiple stages of approval. You can also send approver notifications and decide whether the request requires approval from all the approvers. Service level agreements help you configure the delivery time for service requests. You can maintain separate SLA levels based on the criticality and associate the SLA to the service requests. Some services may require the execution of multiple tasks to deliver the service. In our example, the tasks are adding users in the Active Directory, setting up email address, setting up a user computer, and so on. Each task can be assigned to different technicians. Now let's log into ServiceDesk Plus as a user from the HR department and observe what happens when the service requested is raised. Since an SLA is associated with the service request, the user will know the due date within which his service is delivered. In most cases, the HR team may not be aware of resources required for the new employee and may require the assistance of a user or the department head to provide the details. Select the editor for this service request. The editor has the permission to edit the service request and provide the required information. The On Hold status denotes that the service request is waiting for further updates from the editor. When the editor logs into the self-service portal, the service requests that require his updates are listed. Once the service request is updated, the status of the request changes to Open. The Approvals tab lists the approvers of the service requests. Let's take a look at the approval configurations to understand multi-stage approvals better. If you have selected the Approval Notification option, then an approval notification is sent to approvers of the first stage. And if any one of the approvers approves the request, then the approval notification is sent to the next consecutive stage. In the case where you want all the approvers to approve the service request, then the approval notification is sent to the next consecutive stages only when all the approvers from the previous stage approve the service request. Once the service request is approved, the services are delivered as agreed upon.